My name is Courtney Conklin, and I am a senior majoring in Biosystems Engineering here at the University of Kentucky. During this presentation, I will be providing information and updates regarding my final report. The topic of my informational report is hands-on learning in engineering education. The purpose of this report is to further look at the benefits of hands-on learning in engineering education and examine the first-year engineering program at the University of Kentucky. The report also discovers how the program promotes creativity and innovation and informs future engineering students on this essential information in order to assist them in picking which university will benefit their future most. The audience of my report is future engineering students who are considering attending the University of Kentucky. They have yet to visit the campus, so they are not very familiar with the engineering program aside from what information is available to them on the University of Kentucky's website. As an engineer, success goes hand in hand with education. Education allows for the engineer to develop the problem-solving skills needed to work in industry and ultimately become successful. Merriam-Webster states that hands-on learning can be defined as providing direct practical experience by involving touching with the hands and the functioning of something, hands-on. As an engineer, many problems that are faced in industry do not have cut and dry solutions. It takes critical thinking and problem-solving skills that the engineer has developed in order to solve the problem. The way that the material is presented to the engineer is crucial when it comes to retention. One way to ensure this is by including hands-on learning or active learning in which, quote, strategies encompass a suite of practices in which students are engaged in thinking or problem solving rather than listening passively to a lecture, end quote, Handelsman and Smith. For my informational report, I have done a substantial amount of preliminary, primary, and secondary research. Preliminary research was done in order to help me clearly define my purpose and the audience of my report. The research showed what information my specific audience is currently aware of. Primary research that was completed for my report included developing a survey to send out to current engineering students at the University of Kentucky. The survey's questions were developed from a National Academy of Engineering, which is also known as NAE, survey, which is titled Measuring Student and Faculty Engagement in Engineering Education. Some of the questions were directly taken from the survey, and others were developed by using the NAE survey as a template. The questions that were included in the survey included asking the students their major, their classification and grade, their outside experience, what skills they have learned so far within their courses, and many more. Secondary research was also completed. I was able to find the NAE survey to develop my own survey from doing this research. I was also able to learn more about the importance of hands-on learning and how it is incorporated into other universities' curriculum. I was also able to learn more information about the first-year engineering program here at the University of Kentucky. The program is based around the 14 grand challenges of the 21st century and allows students to discover their passion through teamwork and project learning. For my primary research, I was able to send out the survey through GroupMe's, and I was able to obtain a total of 137 responses. All of the responses helped me get a better understanding of the current engineering curriculum at the University of Kentucky from the students' perspectives. Majority of the respondents are majoring in civil or mechanical engineering and are juniors or seniors. Knowing that juniors and seniors have taken a fair share of classes, about 50% of the respondents have only had between 0 to 10 classes that involved hands-on learning. When asking the surveyors to reflect on the first-year engineering program, it was discovered that 49.64% of respondents felt that the program did not prepare the student for a co-op internship or research experience if they have had one. The survey also showed that 73.72% responded that the program did not assist them in choosing which discipline they wished to major in. When analyzing what skills have been developed so far within courses, for example, being able to work in teams, develop an experiment, or analyze results from these experiments, Many respondents stated that they have moderate ability to perform these skills. On this slide, you can see some of the graphs with the findings from my survey. You can see the majority of the majors and which grade they mainly are in. To conclude, incorporating hands-on learning in engineering curriculum ensures that the engineer is prepared to solve real-world problems. Many students at the University of Kentucky have been able to acquire the key skills an engineer needs in order to be successful, as well as they have been able to complete outside experience throughout their education. As the need for STEM workers continues to grow, the engineering curriculum will continue to update frequently in order to be able to produce skilled, intelligent engineers and remain a competitive university. Remaining work that still needs to be done for my report includes editing my final report by using the comments of my peers and my professor. I'll also change some of the results tables into graphs to appeal more to the audience. I'm also planning on comparing my rubric to my report to the rubric to make sure that I have all the requirements. I also want to go back to the organization of my report and make sure that everything is uniform throughout and that it really appeals to my audience. And finally, I'm going to possibly add more secondary sources to the discussion and conclusion section of my report in order to support the information that I present there. Thank you.